Howdy folks. So life never goes perfect. There's always going to be some things that are going to get in our way and be a little bit infuriating to our day-to-day lives. So today we're checking out the subreddit Mildly Infuriating to see what has been very mildly infuriating to people, and we'll see how mildly infuriating or extremely infuriating I think these things are.
Howdy from the stars. It's WhizzDumb on Reddit. It's WhizzDumb on Reddit.
My breakfast bill had all three: service charge, gratuity, and tip all at once. That is crazy. So what did they get? One French toast, a buttermilk scratch pancake, and an American breakfast, which is an egg, turkey bacon, hash brown, apple juice, regular coffee, cream, white. So your subtotal was $89. Now that sounds crazy as it is. Actually, the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. Oh, that does sound like it's a very expensive joint anyway. But then with gratuity, service charge, and your sales tax, plus the tip, is $142. That is crazy. What stays in Vegas is your money. True that. That's why I'm not into gambling and I never want to get into gambling. Couldn't you just print the hours there? Well, yeah, clearly that's absolutely crazy. What is even the sense of going through the effort of printing out a paper that says store hours with a QR code when actually printing the store hours would take less ink, less space, and it would be so much more convenient for everybody. I was about to say, it's also infuriating when they give you a menu at a restaurant or something and it's just a little piece of cardboard with a QR code, and then they might want you to pay with a QR code as well. Oh, it's crazy. Just print out a menu, give me a card machine, make everything as it's always been. Technology is supposed to make things easier. What's the point in using technology if it just adds extra steps? They cleaned up dinner last night. Hubby and daughter told me they cleaned up dinner because I worked so hard. Sigh. That's their idea of cleaning up. If it was just the kids, I could understand that maybe they thought just taking everything out and putting it in the sink ready to wash would be cleaning up. But the fact that the husband did it as well. Has he got a domestic bone in his body? Crazy. A Post Malone record I bought has the side listed on the sleeve and not the vinyl. Well, that seems a bit of a strange design choice as well. Why would you put the side of the vinyl on the sleeve and not the actual thing itself that you're playing the music from? Speaking of which, has this got another sleeve inside, or is that supposed to be the vinyl? Because obviously vinyls are supposed to have a hole in the middle, so I'm just wondering where the hole is. It's a cool looking vinyl, but the fact that there's no side printed on it is crazy. There is no reason these lights should be eye level with sedan drivers. Nah, true that. I do hate it when big trucks and things are coming behind you, and you know they haven't got their full beams on, but they are lighting up your whole car, you know, blinding you in your mirrors. There is no reason for them to have the lights that high at all. It makes sense for off-roading and, you know, wilderness driving or whatever, but when it comes to main roads, they should have their beams dipped quite a lot in consideration of normal sized cars. But I'm assuming this is in America, so I know that their Jeeps get huge. What's that? My son-in-law's gender reveal plates? Boy or girl? What'll it be? I thought it was funny, but I guess nobody else did. Where's the reveal? There's no more pictures. Also, those are both boy turkeys. Oh my god, and they misspelt girl. It says grill. Crazy. My brother and I took off our phone cases last night just to find our phones completely shattered in the back. Now that happened to one of my phones. I think it was my Oppo P20 Pro. But yeah, I had a good rugged case on it, didn't take it off for ages, and then one day I took it off just to go and clean it, and the whole of the glass back was cracked. I can't remember dropping it and hearing an impact that it ever caused that, so I'm not sure if it was stress from being in my pocket or heat, or I haven't got a clue. But yeah, that was mildly infuriating when that happened. It's different when you know that you dropped something or you break or crack something, but when you think your thing is in pristine condition and then you take the case off and there's all these cracks in it, you're like, what? Like, wait, what happened to you then? Mine is in a cushion wallet case and is in a black industrial looking phone case. I'm so pissed. I think that's it. Stole a can of Pepsi from my fiancé of 9 years. This is how I find my Terry's chocolate orange. Hope you enjoyed the Pepsi. Well, it's just one of those things. For example, if he'd been in work all day and he was really looking forward to his can of Pepsi when he got home and there was only one in the fridge that he knew was specifically for him and then it was gone, what would you do? I'd get him back with something little like that as well that's a bit inconsequential but just shows, yeah, that was mine and it bothered me. My 4-year-old son deleted 400 gigabytes of my PS5 games while I was at work today. Oh my gosh, how infuriating would that be? You just want to get home, put your feet up, game with the lads, and then you go to open your game and it's like, oh, you got an 80 gigabyte download or something. You're like, what? So all he kept was, what's that? Ark Raiders, Fortnite, and It Takes Two. Damn. But yeah, that's where parental controls and codes come in. Very infuriating. My Pyrex, I'm assuming that's supposed to be. My Pyrex bacon dish exploded in my hands when I was putting it down on the counter. Well, that's very annoying, because that shouldn't happen. Completely submerging it in vegetable oil. Does that do it? Does that heat up the glass too much and make it shatter? Car app directions. Got logged out of my car app today. Okay, it happens. It's software. But not only will it send a code to log me back in, the directions are to select resend. Resend does not exist. What? That is mildly infuriating. You do see things like that every now and again. A company oversight just missing out one button or one link or just one crucial little thing that makes people's lives a lot more difficult than it needs to be in that moment. Got a splinter from my own beard in the middle of an argument with my girlfriend about my beard being dry. Well, it's only a little splinter. Grab a pin or something or tweezers and fish that thing out. My mother-in-law took my new car grocery shopping today unprompted and without my permission. What? Showed up to Thanksgiving in my brand new Ford Explorer Tremor, my first car I've ever bought for myself. Mother-in-law is looking to trade in her aged Toyota Sienna and goes, wow, I really like this. Can I look inside it? Was like, sure. Turned it on, was showing her all the features, walked in the garage to get a bottle of water out the fridge, and I come back and she's pulling out of the driveway with it and takes off. Doesn't answer her phone when I call her, so my wife calls and she says, oh, I just need to run to the store before they close at 1 today to get a few last minute things. Both of us are standing there like, what the f just happened? Against my better judgment, we didn't go after her at the request of my wife. Needless to say, I'm pretty furious. I'd be fuming, not mildly infuriated. I'd never trust her with anything or do anything for her again. I hate it when people feel entitled like that, especially when it's someone's mother-in-law as well. She's like a mother-in-law from mildly infuriating hell. This Thanksgiving meal was $45. $45. I'm sure you get better portions than that at a homeless shelter, but it's just the quality of it as well. It looks very bare bones, like the cheapest type of stuff that you could buy from the supermarket. $45. It was from a local fine dining restaurant. Fine dining, my ass. It started to work after 12 years, then it started to expand. But yeah, it's a bit infuriating, but at 12 years, you got to half expect that for an inbuilt battery anyway, so it's very slightly infuriating, but it's such an old device. Haven't you got something better? Your phone's going to be better. Paid $200 to go and see a Broadway play, and then you put right at the back. That is very high up and hard to see, but still, I'm sure you got assigned your seats when you bought them and you could kind of see probably in a diagram like where you'd be sitting. I don't know. I'm assuming it's your first time of going to this specific theatre hall, because it's the kind of thing that once you've gone to a theatre hall once and you learn the layout of the seats, then you know what is the good seats and the bad seats. God, if you paid $200 to be this far back, then I wonder how much the people down the front paid. Walking home after getting off the bus, saw this, not my bike, but still. You see that all the time. If you don't lock your wheels up, people are just going to unscrew your wheels and just take them off. You got to know how to lock your bike up properly. And yeah, as this person says, that I was just thinking some bike wheels are also quick release, so you don't even need tools to remove them. I never like quick release wheels specifically for that reason. Mattel, owners of Barbie, copyright strike in a 3D model of a barbed wire gate made 15 years ago because of a typo in the name. What? Was it Barbied wire gate or something? Yeah, Barbied wire gate. Oh my gosh. Did Mattel not even look at this page? They just saw the word and they were like, right, lawsuit, now. Some of these big companies are crazy with their lawyers and lawsuits. Well, I'm sure Roblox probably got in contact with them and sent it out as soon as they had their notification of the lawsuit. They probably sent them the link and were just like, look, this clearly isn't a Barbie product. This was a typo. Oh, was this putting a user at risk, was it? Yeah, I guess they did. See, they need to look into it more, because otherwise you're just hurting small creators who are making things for games. Bonkers. I'm just trying to drive home after Thanksgiving. After almost 20 minutes, they finally went over to the right lane so we could pass. It is absolutely stupid when lorries drive side by side like this. It's just crazy. I've seen it happen for, 20 minutes, half an hour stretch at a time, and it's just so infuriating for any drivers behind them. I'd say the similar sort of equivalent in the UK, mostly, is when you get stuck behind someone in a lane, like in a little country lane that's just a single lane road that, goes from one place to another. Yep, that is mildly infuriating indeed. I caught all 50 balls in the Quick Drop arcade game, but the game only counted one ball caught. Okay. Clearly catch them all so far. And you can see that they're going in the holes into the middle, so they should be being counted.
Holy shit, yes!
You dropped all 50 balls.
What? Oh, you.
I don't
got
know
it.
you can't... Damn, that is extremely infuriating. You just feel like you flashed it and you're like, yes, first try, all of them. And then it's just like, Crazy. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for this video today, so thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, check out my other channels, as this whole project is still pretty new. I only created this about 2 months ago, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.